Let's talk about feeling awkward around your customers. Over-explaining, weird hand movements, trying to sound confident, it's a bad feeling. And customers say that communication skills are one of the most important things to them in the buying process. But it turns out, awkwardness isn't your problem. It's not even costing you sales. You're focusing on the wrong thing entirely. So let me cut straight to it. The reason you feel awkward is because you're focused on how you sound instead of what they need. And that makes a huge gap between you and your customer. You're supposed to be bridging gaps, not making them bigger. You're performing instead of serving, and your customers can smell that a mile away. Now, this shows up in 3 specific ways. First, you're worried about how you're coming across. You're trying to impress them with your credentials and smooth talk and fancy product features. And second, you're trying to be energetic when maybe you're not. And I get it, it's because you think that that's what they want to see. And third, you try to sound confident, but you end up sounding pushy, because really you're just more worried about what you say than what the customer says. See, you're not awkward because you're bad at sales. You're awkward because your focus is entirely misplaced. You're so busy thinking about yourself that you're completely unprepared to help the customer, and that's what they notice. Now listen, customers don't need your confidence. They need clarity, and this distinction is going to completely change your demeanor. The truth is, confidence isn't something that you project. It's your personal reward for helping the customer gain clarity when nobody else could. See, I used to think that my authority came from having the perfect pitch, but I was dead wrong. Customers aren't that naive. In fact, when they feel you putting on a show, they'll often get defensive because they sense that lack of authenticity. And that's where those unhandleable objections come from. See, authority is your reward for providing understanding. And you get that reward when you see the situation clearly, you help them see it clearly, and then you guide them to the right solution. When you help your customers get this level of clarity, they don't care if you stutter, pause, or take a second to think. They'll wait because you're delivering something precious to them. Clarity. So here's how to stop the awkwardness starting today. Step 1, drop the performance. Seriously, just drop it. Stop trying to impress people. Step 2, lead with curiosity, not pressure. You need to ask questions that nobody else is asking them, and only you know what those are, but I'm talking about the deeper questions like, hey, I noticed this, but why are you shopping for that in the first place? Or, I see this, but can you walk me through what led you to start there? See, these intelligent questions transform you from an awkward salesperson into an intelligent problem solver. And here's the thing, most salespeople don't even take the time to ask these kind of questions because they're too worried about sounding good. Now, I'm gonna give you a practical formula that I still use to this day that helps me get my mind off of my own performance and onto my customers' needs. It's called the ASK formula. First, acknowledge their concern. Simply repeat back what they said, reword it, and that lets them know that you're actually listening to them. Second, stay with them emotionally. Don't push through right away. Let them feel that you're present with the situation. And third, keep digging for clarity. Most salespeople stop after the first question and move into an answer. But the real gold is 2 or 3 or 10 questions deep. You gotta dig and be observant. Look for clues about them in their clothes if you sell clothes, or in their furniture if you're a designer. Assume nothing. Clarify everything. Your customers won't hate you for trying to understand. The ASK formula works because it forces you to focus entirely on the customer, which is where your focus should be in the first place. And when your focus is right, the awkwardness disappears. And one last thing, you need a mindset reset about what your role as a salesperson really is. You're not on stage. You're not being judged. You're their guide, not their entertainer. Don't try to sound confident. Just solve their problem better than anybody else. That's the only performance that really matters. And remember, every conversation is practice. Give yourself some grace, man. You don't need to win each one, you just need to grow. When I tried this approach, sales became much more enjoyable and I had way less anxiety, honestly. And it turns out I actually learned a lot more about what my customers need. So drop the act. Ask better questions and be observant. And that awkwardness is gonna turn into authentic connection that your customers can feel and trust. And if you need help figuring out what to say or crafting some of these questions, you can book a free 30-minute call with me. There's a link in the description. I have personal and team coaching options available, but you may just need 30 minutes to kind of get things sorted out. Because the truth is, we all feel this awkwardness sometimes, but now you know how to fix it. And I'm here to help. But in the meantime, I want you to at least watch this video right here so you can figure out if you're using one of these awful sales pitches. They're a lot more common than you think.